Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is the National Football League. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Geno now to throw. That is caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Smith.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Geno. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The return is Duvernay. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Moore, the man in motion. Williams to throw on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Williams now on 1st and 10.
That pass complete to Moore.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw again.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders 16. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive 7 plays in length and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. On first down, it's Smith. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Andrew Billings collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So for Matt Eberflus, a challenge well spent. Third down and 13. Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Williams looking to throw on second down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw. Williams. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams, flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Now Geno on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Smith.
That complete to Shorter.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The final shot here before break. Smith.
It's Myers again with another catch.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Smith. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Smith. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Again, Smith.
Got a man. That's shorter.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Smith.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Williams throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's Williams throwing on first down. Williams loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Here's Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Smith now to throw. This is caught. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jakobi Meyers there to make the grab.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jakobi Meyers on the touchdown reception. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. The return is Duvernay. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Swift.
And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
They try the left side with Johnson. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's 3rd down now. They'll try and run here with Swift. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
From the gun, here's Swift.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Santos' kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So now London down by a field goal. A little over 30 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
Smith to throw. He gets this to Myers. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great for it to happen here.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from Las Vegas.